Hold on. Let's get into this information right now. I know you guys have seen it, but this is the tweet that Bungie put out yesterday, and trust me, I am very surprised. As we continue to develop power and progression changes for Destiny 2 Renegades, we'd like to announce the following changes. Seasonal power will now carry over into Season 28 in December. There will not be a seasonal power reset as in past seasons. We had seasonal power resets in past seasons? Oh, artifact power. Oh, I hardly even count that. Yeah, I hardly even count that. Most of the time, it was always just a power cap being raised, but it was always very small. It'd be like 10 levels. Nothing on the level that the power reset was supposed to be coming up. You know what I mean? The power reset coming up was going to be, again, Bungie was trying to model like Path of Exile and Diablo, where you have like almost like a complete reset. Now, theirs wasn't a complete reset, but you would have been knocked down to 200. Additionally, your unstable course will carry over into Season 28. Well, I'm broke as is, but I guess I'm not as broke as I would have been. Now, beginning next week, a catch-up will be available to boost players to 300 power. We will provide additional information on these changes and more in the tweet on Thursday. All right, so this is crazy. This is crazy, guys. Now, you may be wondering, why is Bungie doing this? Weren't they dead set on this new model? Isn't grind everything we got? We don't exactly have content. I think a big reason for this, guys, and I'm sure you saw the article going around yesterday, is this right here. This was posted yesterday, but following the weekend here. Destiny 2 hits lowest player count on Steam in franchise history as community reaches breaking points. I don't trust Bungie anymore. I don't even know. Like, the community is not even saying this anymore. I just think the community has reached a point of apathy. At one point, people would still log in and look around and be like, all right, what is there to do? Even then, though, if they didn't have anything to do, they would log back off, but maybe they would log back in. Now they're just reaching a point where they just don't even log in anymore. We're going to look at the Steam chart numbers in just a second. It's rough, guys. It's rough, man. Zuhaad here. This was posted yesterday again. Destiny 2 just hit its lowest player count on Steam since launch. Between new systems introduced in the Edge of Fate, controversial changes, and fading trust in Bungie, longtime fans are walking away. If you've been following the news lately, you probably know that Bungie's popular MMO Destiny 2 is not doing so well right now. Back in July, the studio launched Edge of Fate, the latest expansion that kicked off the next multi-year saga for the game. Now, over 2 months later, the game's population has sunk to the lowest ever in history. The Edge of Fate launched with just 98,211 players on Steam, less than 1/3 of the Final Shape's 314,634 day one peak. That drop wasn't entirely unexpected, since the Final Shape marked the ending of Destiny's 10-year Light and Darkness saga, a natural stopping point for many longtime players. Okay, so maybe not unexpected. In my opinion, I think the higher-ups at Bungie, they needed to see it to believe it. I wonder if they truly thought that they would still be making all-time highs while still remaining inside of just Destiny 2. You know what I mean? I wonder if they thought that there's no need for a D3 because Witch Queen made a new all-time high. Lightfall, despite its reception, made an all-time high. Final Shape 2. I'm sure that, you know, again, there's this whole argument took place between Live and Less on this. I think actually having to experience and see the numbers, I'm sure there were people at the top. It's like, no, we're fine. We can keep just making everything within Destiny 2. With Edge of Fate, however, Bungie made a bunch of major system-wide changes to how Destiny 2 plays. One of the core additions was the Portal, a new system meant to give players more options to play, improve the new player experience, and overall replayability of the game. Since it launched, the Portal has become one of the most debated features in the community. Many players says it overcomplicates the experience instead of improving it. Look, there are aspects of the Portal I really do like. Like, I like the ability to customize difficulties, even though that does mess up matchmaking. But let me back up here. Improve the new player experience. I needed to see this to believe it, because I had heard the new player experience in Destiny was terrible. Here this past weekend, we started a new character. We went through the entire process of going through the new light. I'm not even going to call it a campaign. I don't know what the fuck it is. We did it. It is arguably the worst onboarding gaming experience I've ever played. And this spans every MMO I've ever tried. Even the most trash fucking MMO dumps back in 2012. Okay, there is nothing for new players other than, hey, go kill some ads in the Cosmodrome. Oh, you're gonna have to buy some shit, by the way, and that's it. And then not only that, the story just immediately throws you in everything. There's no like Red War campaign, which would have really been a great onboarding experience for new players. It's just here's some fetch quests, now buy some shit, which is the worst onboarding experience I have ever had in my life. I can't believe how bad it is. I can't believe that I can't even believe it exists in this game. Like, it's and there's people that actually defend this. We actually have people commenting going, Cross, this is just how live games are. Cross, this is just how MMOs are. No, they're not. None of, look, man, from Aeons to Final Fantasy 14 to Warframe to hell, even RuneScape, which just drops you into Lumbridge. All of those games have better onboarding experiences than Destiny 2. So I feel very strongly here about the whole debate around improving the new player experience and the portal being the thing that was supposed to do that. Ain't no way in hell, man. You can't fix the boat that's actively sinking by just mending the sails. You know what I mean? If that bitch has got a hole in it, you gotta address the goddamn hole first. Who's defending the portal? People are defending the onboarding experience. This is on the most recent video we put out, and saying that this is common and that it's completely acceptable to be like this. I can't believe it. Again, man, sometimes, guys, we just, Destiny community, sometimes y'all eat a shit sandwich and say it's good. You should take a bite too. All right, now it's clear that the mood in the community feels worse than ever, and the player count is showing that. Destiny 2 player count hits record lows. According to Steam charts, Destiny 2's average player count on Steam over the last 30 days is just under 18,439, the lowest it's ever been since the game arrived on Steam in 2019. Even January 2025, which previously held that record at 18,542, has now been passed. September 2025's monthly average was 19,307, which is a minus 44% month over month versus August and minus 23% year over year. So look, man, it's bad. Let me just pull up how bad it is. You see, back in the day, we were on page 1. I remember I would pull up Steam charts. I'd be like, oh, we're right down here. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe we'd be right around here. You know where I'm coming from? Eventually, though, we started making it to page 2. And I was like, man, ain't looking too good. And then it was like, wait, now we're getting to page 3. What the fuck is happening? And then it just keeps going. You know it's bad when you can't even go down the list anymore. You got to go type in your web. You got to go type in your game. God dog it, dude. Yes, no, it's not good, guys. It's not good. Let me go find this. Let me go find this on the Steam charts. Hold on. We're at 11,000 right now, so I know where to look here. All right. Granted, this is right before reset. Destiny's not offline yet, I don't think. But yesterday I checked it too, and we were around 14,000. The point is we have dropped out of the top 100. We're getting beat by Fallout 4. Okay. Hogwarts Legacy is beating us. The finals, which we actually need to return to. We're going to be playing finals this week. Everybody talk shit about New World. New World is beating us, guys. Fucking New World. New World has a new DLC next week. Don't defend this shit. How old is Witcher? Now, Witcher's a banging game. But Witcher is beating us. A 10-year game. 11 years at this point. And look, everybody's just like, I've gotten so many comments like, Cross, way to keep doom posting. Brother, it's bad. The shit is bad. This ain't even doom posting no more, brother. It's just reality. It's here. If we don't do something, if something doesn't get done, and I mean soon, we may drop down below 10,000 players. Because after Festival of the Lost, between that and Renegades, there ain't nothing. And I'm not even sure if Renegades is going to pull it off for us. And when Bungie making changes like this, they know it's bad. They know it's bad. Battlefield 6 is on Friday. It's over. I think we're going to hit some more record lows, guys. It's lower lows, probably. Look, and there are people, I've gotten a lot of comments. Comments like, Cross, if you don't like the game, just go play something else. I want you to know that that type of sentiment is exactly what people are doing, okay? Saying that comment, if you don't like it, then just play something else. Well, guess what? People are playing other things. Battlefield 6 is coming out this coming Friday. Arc Raiders is coming out later this month. There are other games that people are definitely going to and flocking to. Hell, I played Megabonk all last week. That dialogue of, if you're just not happy with the game, then just move the fuck on. It ain't working out, because that's exactly what people are doing. I have been sitting down and just contemplating over the past 48 hours on what can be done. And we will probably make a video on my 2 solutions, but I will leave you with this. There's only 2 routes you can go, and neither one of them are easy. Matter of fact, they're both gonna be hell, but it's better than the alternative, which is everything just dying. Option 1, gotta do a D3. Got to do a D3, man. Now that's many years out, and the expectations will be so high. And if you f that up, done. There's no coming back from that. No coming back. You cannot have a D2 vanilla launch for a D3. It'll never happen. If D3 rolls around and we got to go through the same painful lessons that we went through with you during D2 and D1, done, man. Everybody's fucking done. But that's option 1. Option 2, Destiny Classic. Now it has to be done right. You need an entirely different game director over it, and it needs to split. It needs to split. Hold up. I used to play a game called RuneScape, and this is what happened in RuneScape. Jagex, or the higher ups at Jagex, were dead set on making RuneScape a modern MMO. And you know what? They did it. They added all the features that made it a modern MMO. And subsequently, they killed off their player base. Even a dedicated player like myself that lived and breathed that game, I quit. I was done with it. Now, someone had the idea, JX, I don't know who, to launch old school RuneScape. which was a 2007 version of RuneScape, and they did that. What ended up happening was they developed old school RuneScape alongside RuneScape 3. And old school RuneScape surpassed RuneScape 3, I think almost doubling or tripling its player base. So it was very obvious where the players felt like the game was better, where they felt like they were being heard more. And Destiny, old school RuneScape, became a completely community-driven game. Everything that was ever updated in that game had in-game polls, and it was completely community-driven. All the terrible microtransactions that Jagex had put inside of RuneScape 3, they did not have them inside of old school RuneScape. You paid a membership, a 1-month subscription, done. That was it, and you got to play the game. So yeah, look, man, I think a Destiny Classic would be pretty good if it was done right. I would play it. Now, DMG did follow up, by the way. Today, the team announced there would be no power unstable core reset Renegades tomorrow. The team brings you a new exotic axe in the mission. Next week, team delivers a big step in then addressing rewards power in the portal. Team is also jamming on roadmap, locking in dates and exacts. Hope to have it out soon. DMG, I hope it's good. This is just my opinion. I think Bungie just has no manpower. I think they got no manpower. Hence why it's taking this long to get us a roadmap. Hence why we can't lock in dates right now. Hence why this exotic mission got pushed back the way it got pushed back. I just think, and you know, there's a variety of reasons why that may be, but the reality is that's just what's taking place.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.